I've been headache and I'll bear my truth. Ace my test, I guess that I'm the best. I guess that I'll be better when the beds are rest. I just can't get over this bar I've said, so I'm gonna take this bar and throw it off the edge.
Okay folks, welcome. I'm in the porch today and I'm going to be starting these cement tiles. Let me show you. I'll get a couple out here now. These are the cut ones, so they're a little bit wet. Don't know if you can hear that. That's the terracotta sound, nice. They're quite heavy, thick. I've cleaned these all up, and they were a smaller size than the other ones we got, which are for this room when we put down the floor heating in here. But these are going to go in the porch because we haven't got a lot of these ones. But I want to say about the reason I'm doing this and jumping off the roof. After the last video, we had 2 days of -4 and -5, and it was very slidey up on that scaffold, so I wasn't going to take a chance and try to go up on the roof with the ice on there. Wakes up this morning and it's actually hammering down with rain. You know, it's raining now, so I can't go out. So, you know, I've got to keep on going. So I've decided to do these today. So I'm going to lay these tiles down. I'll bring you in a second and just give you some description of what I'm doing here, right? So that's my job for today. It's probably going to take me a couple of hours to lay all these. And I've got 2 rows of cuts, but I'll show you that now. So I'll bring you in now. So what we got is I've laid it out in a particular pattern. It's just a straightforward, easy pattern, because remember, this side and that side is going to be box seats that you can open up the top lids and then put all your shoes and bits in there. Okay, doggy stuff, you know, leads and coats or whatever. So what I've done is I've worked it out. So I've got no cuts this side, no cuts this side. The only cuts I've got is at the front there edge, which is nearly half a tile, and the back edge here, which is nearly half a tile. All right, but because they step in and out of shape, I've evened it out. Okay, I've set the, oh, excuse me, sorry, I need to drop the phone. I've set the center of the door is the center of this door here. Okay, so that's worked out lovely because I put that door in central to this door when I built the porch. The tiles, as you notice, you can notice some of them are yellow, pink, dark pink. That's terracotta for you. It depends on the firing, the way they come out. Now let me tell you about these tiles. We bought nearly 3,000 of these second hand in a real state, you know, covered with latex and cement on top of them and everything. They came out of an old manoir, and the floors, the beams on the floors were buckling under the weight of them being there for so many years. And the couple that had it, they were redoing it up. They were English couple as well. They ripped them all out and they said they didn't want to put them back and would have liked to buy them, so I bought them. I bought the lot and we got them for a magical deal, really cheap. This was about a year and a half, 2 years ago now, and we've had them here ever since. And a load of them are over the back over there, all stacked up, ready to be cleaned. Anyway, so that's what they are. So we're reusing them as well. So we're reconstituting, but they're a beautiful tile. I do understand it, and I'm not 100% on it, but I've heard that in fired earth, you can pay up to £5 a tile in England. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but I know they are expensive. So we've got nearly 3,000 of these. Anyway, so I'm going to lay these down and you know, see how they come out. And what I'll do is I'll just lay them all dry now in, take out one half, lay one side, and then work my way around the corner and into this here, back into this room, and then we'll keep the doors shut, locked, and in the morning we'll be able to walk on them. I'm not looking for pristine joint spaces or nothing like that. What I'm looking for is roughly a 5 or 6 mil, maybe 7 mil gap between the tiles. I want it to look rustic, I want it to look old. Okay, and I've got special spacers that go in between the tiles and lift the tile up into position, flat and everything, but I don't want that feel. I want it to look old and rustic, so I'm not going to go with that. It's okay for nice wall tiles, say, or something you're putting in new and modern, but these ain't. These are old, so I want that old authentic. I will try and get them all flat and flush, but I'm not too worried about spacings in between the joints. And I'll do a special lime mix for the joints. Probably let Tracy do that because she's good at that sort of thing. But before we do that, we'd need to seal these tiles with 2 or 3 coats of sealer, which is a oil-based sealer again, which is a traditional method way of doing things. But I'll show you all that when I get there anyway. I'll show you this as well, you might be interested. So we bought a couple of these. They're not a Velux window, they're like the same style as a Velux window, but they're own brand make in France, and you get them at a place like Brico Cash and that, and literally they are half the price, but they're just as good as a Velux window. There is no difference in them. The only thing you have to make sure is you seal the wood properly. But just sort of show you them, because I'm going to pop out and see Tracy in a bit. She's doing a bit of the last of the rubbing down the lichen on the walls, so she can point that last bit in the kitchen area. But anyway, so yeah, we're a bit stacked up in here at the moment. Look, boxes everywhere, we can't move properly. We've got 2 or 3 deliveries coming today as well, so we're looking out for those. And you might be wondering what this is for. It's all right, it's not for me to hang myself. Yeah, it's my mate Adam. He's a climber, you know. He does he used to, he doesn't so much now, but he used to do a lot of cliff climbing and mountains and things, whatever. But he's borrowed me this because I'm gonna need it for a little job. I need to cut some trees down for a neighbour, and I want to put some tension on the trees and pull them back. But that'll be a video in January for you guys. But anyway, let's crack on and stop waffling. How's it going, Trace?
With the dark side.
Come to the dark side. Look, feel the force.
Feel the force. Yeah, it's going really well. I'm just using the wire brush at the moment to remove the lichen, but I have to put a mask on because it's really dusty and actually gets into your lungs.
Yeah, it does.
But it's coming off really well, and this one actually is
a better brush.
A better brush.
Let's have a little close up again. Does come up nice, doesn't it, Granny?
Yep. I've done, look.
Yeah, I know you've done all
up
that.
There.
And if we come down here, you can still see the lichen as we come down.
Yep. Looks prehistoric, doesn't it?
Yeah. But anyway.
So I'll just rub all this down. Then once I've finished this, I'll brush it all off. Then I can start pointing. So once I get all this done, then the pointing actually inside of the kitchen is thin. So I'll be jumping on to another job then.
Right, well, you crack on. I'm going to go and lay the tiles, do some mixes, and we'll have a chat later. Okay, so I've made up a line base adhesive mix, sand, silica, a few things in there. It's just to bed the tiles on, because these cement tiles are terracotta, so they need to breathe. Yeah, they need to let the moisture flow about. So I just like to use the most natural products. So what I'm doing, I'm just mixing this in now, get to a consistency. I'm hoping I made enough of this up. I'd rather have a bit too much. Yeah, I can feel it starting to get a bit thicker now. Probably use most of that. This is not the same as the grout. The grout will be more line based, and we seal the grout up with oil. We can seal that when we get to it. So it's getting a bit lumpy now, a little bit right. They're getting close now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the twin mixer on there, which is this gadget here. Okay, so I'm going to put this in and ordinarily, if I'm outside, I normally put that in a bucket of water and stand it. But this will get the consistency of the mix. I'm laying the tiles on. I'm going to put a little bit more in there, so a little bit loose. Okay, but it's getting all the lumps out now. Now, you don't have to go to making your own type of mixes. You can buy mixes for this sort of thing. You can buy it pre-mixed. I don't rate the pre-mixed stuff, but if you mix it up yourself, you can get the right consistency. But basically, it's as easy as that, you know. It's nothing special. Just keep adding your dry mix always to water first. So put your water in and add your dry mix and build it in, build it in, build it in. And that way you get a nicer, smoother at the end of it. So I'm going to add a little bit more in there, get that finished, then start laying these tiles. Okay.